So there I was, drinking a cold brew, threatening to pelt the local wildlife with trail mix, as I normally do. And by local wildlife, I of course mean people exiting co-working spaces. But during this, I was watching a video by Alex Hormozi, and it was a video about this restaurant couple. And one thing that he mentioned in that video was to make the highest margin item first. And it reminded me of how much marketing psychology goes into the average grocery store. This makes MK Ultra look like a joke. And we have citations. First of all, there's a book called Inside the Mind of a Shopper. Not to be confused with Inside the Mind of a Psychopath, written by the same guy. But inside this book, it details that grocery stores actually put necessities towards the back of the store just to make you walk all the way down to get your eggs and your milk. People will say they're refrigerated, so of course they're going to be near walls, near the outlets. But actually, it's a deliberate choice. Second of all, Spanberger et al. 2006, which the paper is titled Gender Congruent Ambient Scent Influences on Approach and Avoidance Behaviors in a Retail Store. Hell of a title, but basically it's analyzing that there's different genders react differently to scents in stores. So this is why whenever you go to a grocery store, the smell of bread, it's a deliberate choice because they know that using scents, they can induce hunger into someone and will make you more likely to buy. Research shows that the hungrier you are, the more to fill up your cart you are. And Spanberger et al., they found that it was there's a pretty stark gender difference. For example, meaning even splash of vanilla scent enticed female buyers into buying more than double than what they usually would. In this study, they categorized vanilla as a feminine scent and then rose as more of a masculine scent. Personally, I could not tell you what a rose smells. Scent alone made people think more positively than no scent. So so the example used in the study of splashing vanilla in a female section of a store made women 20 times more likely to buy, whereas spraying vanilla or spraying a masculine scent in a female only actually still made them buy 18% compared to no scent at all. So but the crazy thing is when the scent matched the gender of the shopper, sales doubled. The average order volume went from $23 to $55. Kids in marketing are considered a triple threat demographic, i.e., whatever allowance or secret money they spend is worth around $200 billion a year. Second of all, they're influencers of their parents, so they can induce their parents to buy. And third of all, they're future loyal consumers when they have more disposable income. In stores, they purposely put the healthier cereal at the top, whereas they put the sugary kid cereals on the bottom shelves where a kid can grab them. The checkout aisles, snacks are placed at kids' level, so they can just impulse buy while you're waiting in line. And this is a quote from The Atlantic, from an article. Milk is almost always placed at the back of the store, not for convenience, but to make sure you pass as many displays as possible. And there was a big meta-analysis published in 2017 called Atmospheric Effects of Music, Scent, and Color in Retail Shopping. In this meta-analysis, they found that warmer colors were more arousing to the shopper than cool colors. And it had an R value of .157 compared to an R value. Keep in mind, when you're reading a study in sociology or psychology, the R values, the closer to 0 you get with an R value, it means no correlation. The closer you get to 1, it means it's almost a predictive correlation, which is almost never. So 0.5157. That's a pretty weak correlation, but correlation nonetheless. So, what about music in grocery stores? Well, music is there to make you spend more. No surprise. It's there to dull any distractions. So, if you notice, the music at a grocery store is never too loud or blaringly obvious. Like, they're not playing Gerard Way in a grocery store, in Publix, right? They're not playing Gerard Way. They're playing some bossa nova. They're playing coworker music, essentially. And, it. In this study, like, scent, so scent had an R value of 0.7. So that's almost, it's like almost 1. It's almost like predictive. Like, if you smell baked goods, you're significantly more likely to want to buy baked goods at a store. Even though most of the time those baked goods arrive frozen and then they're heated. That country loaf you just bought probably hasn't seen the wire rack in like 16 hours. By the way, subscribe or follow me on Twitter. So you thought you entered the store to get your oat milk, right? You thought you were entering that Publix to get your oat milk, to get your cage-free, cruelty-free eggs or whatever. No, there should be suffering in my eggs. I prefer maximum homicide in my eggs. No, you're participating in a modern day like Guantanamo. You're participating in a psyop. Realize that.